Why, what are you going to do? Who's your
Starmer is a racist, absolutely, through and through.
Who protects the fascists?
Police protect the fascists!
The reason Winston Churchill sent us to war was to fight people like them.
Pretty sure it's right wing. I don't want to speak to you.
Right now you're probably thinking, what is going on? Well, this was from the Great British National Strike, a protest that was happening across multiple cities all across the United Kingdom. They stand up against net zero, illegal immigration, inheritance tax, attack on free speech, and two-tier justice. This was met with a counter-protest, and they claim that the people on the side of the Great British National Strike are racists and fascists. Enjoy.
Could you tell us a bit about what today is?
I think one of the main reasons is obviously Labour's government, Starmer, at the moment. I think he's just battering the working class people.
Today mean to you?
It means joining with others to support the right of refugees to come here and being a welcoming country, standing against the people who are promoting hatred and division.
Immigrants are welcome, but not people who are coming over here illegal. You know what I mean? It's just wrong.
Illegal immigration, how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't think there is. When people are fleeing war and conflict, how do you leave legally?
Yeah.
We don't do that. We don't offer the routes. So people have no choice. They take risks to their lives to come here. If we had legal routes, people would choose legal routes instead of be at the hand of smugglers.
We've always had steady immigration levels for quite a long time. Just in the recent 20 years, it's just increased drastic levels. And when's it going to stop?
What do you think the solution for it could be? Do you know, obviously with illegal immigration, people aren't happy about it, are they?
It's not illegal, is it?
Oh, the boat ones?
Yeah, it's not illegal. Okay. They have a right to do it.
Why is it not illegal?
International law says that it's not illegal. People have the right to go where they want. And it's up to each individual country to handle that situation appropriately.
So it's up to the country then?
Either accept them because they're persecuted or don't accept them because they're economic.
Would you be in favour of open borders, or would that be too much, do you think?
I think people actually want to stay where they come from.
Yeah.
So the rich West should be providing money and resources to people so they can stay where they come from. They would much rather be there with their families, their community, and not have to flee. So I think open borders is in some ways is irrelevant.
I've got no problems with anybody coming to this country if they do it legally, but I do have a problem with people who come on boats, dispose of the documentation, and then they get supported by the government.
On the flip side, obviously, over on the counter-protest, they're saying that people don't have safe ways of travel, so they have to come in illegally in order to get into the country.
I think there's safe ways. There's lots of safe ways. There's lots of avenues. But at the end of the day, they're coming through multiple free countries to get to UK, and I think it's because of the financial supports that they get here. That's a driving factor, I think.
After a few interviews, it wasn't long before one got interrupted.
And do you come to a lot of these protests and demonstrations? Do you like to get involved quite a bit?
I don't take risks, so I would stay in the background, but I like to show my support.
Like to be a part of it, yeah.
He's a streamer. I'm pretty sure he's right wing.
Is it?
Sorry?
What?
Say again?
I don't want to speak to you.
Okay,
Why?
all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Is there a problem? Have a good day, guys. Take care. Sorry? Why?
They're not going to take out of context.
Well, what do you think I'm doing? I'm here to just ask questions to people.
Speaking to the protesters.
Those of you who watched my last video might remember this girl all masked up. She came over last time when I was interviewing someone, and here she's done it again, but this time saying that she thinks I'm right-wing to purposely stop this interview. Funny how she also says that she doesn't want to talk to me, but is more than happy to talk about me. This actually makes a change from last time though, when I was being called far-right, along with many other horrible names. When I make videos like this on my channel, I always make sure it's unbiased. It's simply me interviewing people and seeing what they have to say. Now, by her scaring this poor lady, she had made her very upset, because she then thought that I was trying to make fun of her. Thankfully this time nobody tried to attack us, and her friend actually came back over to chat with me in a reasonable, calm way.
Who do you represent?
No one. We don't represent anyone.
There's a lot of destructive streaming going on.
All our position is just to ask you what you believe in, what's happening, document the day. That's what we care about. We're just interested in people's opinions of what's happening.
You don't have a political stance?
No political stance. Everything we put out, we want it to be completely unbiased. We want people to watch and make their own minds up about what they watch.
So the organisers think you're a kind of nefarious...
Well, that's the problem, because I went to one previously. I came to this side to ask my questions as I usually do, and people attacked me and pushed me out.
No, Tracy, no! All our streets! No,
Don't engage with Pete. Don't engage with Pete. He's a sad little man. He's a sad little man with no access to his kids.
I am here because I love Great Britain, and I don't understand why angry lefties want to stop a bunch of people flying a Union flag saying we love Great Britain, best empire ever in the world. And I just want to thank the British for ending slavery in the 1800s as well. You know, they call us racist over there. Britain banned slavery all across the empire and they imposed it. Britain lost 20,000 British soldiers banning slavery. So when they call us racist, they're retarded.
Why do you think they're out here calling everyone on this side racist?
They accuse everyone of what they are guilty of themselves, because if they were to admit it, their whole shtick, their whole narrative would be blown out of the water.
I can't be classed as a Nazi. I'm proud of my country. I serve for my country. I fought for my country. So to be called a Nazi by them sort of people, it does grate a little bit, but I'm not going to rise to it because I'm on better than that.
I will never, ever ridicule someone for their race or their gender or who they're dating, who they're married to. But I will always ridicule people who are being horrible, who are being completely far left. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that they're sat there calling us far right and racist is horrible. I'm a young lad. I'm probably one of the youngest people you'll see here, and I'm still fighting and standing for my country. The reason Winston Churchill sent us to war was to fight people like them. It was to fight people like them. And they can call us fascists, call us racist, but all we are is patriots, that's it.
Today means fighting back against Starmer, who is a racist, who has given all this anti-now to Nigel Farage, who is probably the single biggest enemy we've had. Defeating Starmer means defeating Farage and the rest of those racists.
They also seem to not like Labour government either. It seems that where the two sides vary, where the disagreement is, it seems to be on the illegal immigration and asylum seekers side of things, mainly.
They don't like Labour because they're not left enough for them. We don't like Labour because they're too far to the left, too radical. I mean, Starmer was a communist, he's admitted that. They want a Marxist state, they want something far to the left.
Just a bit of context for this next clip. I saw a bit of a scuffle/argument happening on the tram stop and decided to interview the lad who came out from it.
I just don't agree with people that are masked up giving people abuse, innocent people, and that's all they do. I'm there giving my piece. I'm not there to give any what's it called? What's the word?
Grief.
Any grief? Well, I'm there to give grief out, but for the right reasons.
Right.
No, I won't get abusive. I won't get physical. When they're together as a big group, they'll give people abuse. They'll seem to attack innocent people, older women. I've seen. I was here 2 months ago, and them exact group I seen with a lot of the other lads over there. They single people out, circle them. So yeah, I don't stand for any of that. I think it's disgusting.
I can't understand why they sort of spend billions sent abroad and then obviously tax the British person to the hilt. I just think it's totally wrong.
What's your opinion on all of net zero?
It's a big con.
Why is it a con?
It's a tool that's being used by globalists to control countries, companies, citizens within those countries. The end result is the people that are paying for net zero are the people who are without, the people who've got very little. The billionaires are making a fortune out of it, and it's all propagated by a lie.
Net zero's an absolute necessity. Planet is going to die one way or another unless we control what's taking place to the climate.
Do you know what the carbon content, the CO2 content is of the Earth's atmosphere?
Got no idea.
It's actually 0.046% it is. That's the carbon content, which means it's a trace. It's a trace element. So when they say that it's rising and it's gone up, then clearly it must have been nothing to start with. And if it was nothing, then these trees would never have ever grown, because trees need carbon dioxide to go through the process of photosynthesis.
If those other countries don't join in and don't go for net zero as well, is there a point in us doing it as well?
There is always a reason for us to do it. We must do it if by showing as an enkel that we are doing it, then maybe the next one is going to be pressured into it.
If tax had to go up to fund it, would you be happy with that?
Tax has to go up, but it has to go up only on the profits that these very rich people are making. That's where the money is. That's where they should take it from.
So it's the rich that are the problem within the country?
Absolutely.
At this point, it was starting to die down, but that didn't stop the two sides from still arguing with each other and the drama.
What are you going to do? Who's threatening? Why are you threatening? Why are you threatening people? Why are you threatening people?
Don't tell me what I cannot do. You're not going this way. I bet I do.
You're going round.
I'll do what I do. Wow, you're British police, aren't you?
Let's just listen.
Wow.
Go round to
These are British police. This is our
Hey,
thing.
68-year-old man.
Whoa. Don't shout at me. Don't shout.
Excuse
me, young man. Excuse me, young man. Don't shout at me. I'm 68 years of age.
Been here all
and I don't need. I've been here all afternoon.
I've seen you here all afternoon. Yeah.
Right, so come on then. Have you just
So you're part of this group.
Excuse me. I've been in the pub near Piccadilly train station for the last 3 hours. So how can you say I've been here for the last what?
With your hand.
Wow. This is why our police are.
See you later.
Wow.
Before I was stood right at the front shouting, they all called me Nazi, I'm Royal Air Force. So I was kicking off. Police officer grabs me, grips me down to the ground, and then some bloke came over and said, "Listen, mate, you can't be doing that." Picks me back up and says, "It's all right, mate, don't worry about it, you're fine." And I find it disgusting the fact that the police are supporting, people like these. Since a young age, I've supported my country. I mean, when I was in school, I actually got, I was on school parliament, like a school. Yeah, they actually kicked me off it. They called me a fascist, a racist, and they actually put me in for a referral and said that I could be a future white supremacist. Now I don't mind any genders. I support it all. I support LGBT. But what I don't support is things like that. Sat in front of monuments like that, which obviously I support as a member of the services, and everyone here supports. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. It is disgusting. If you're coming over here working, fair enough, right? But when people are coming over here and following my female mates home, trying to touch them, that's what gets on my nerves, and it's rather disgusting, to be honest with you.
Get your muzzle off! Good on you! Get your muzzle off! Get your muzzle off!
Then you take your
Can't hear you. Take your mask off and talk. Let's have a conversation.
hiding behind the mask because you ain't proud of what you're here for. All of you disgraces to whatever you're protesting about.
Take your mask
You don't even know what you're protesting about. Support the country you live in, or live in the country you support.
Why do you think we're here?
No, you let this country down.
That's why we're protesting today about that, and all you turned up and made it for something else.
What do you think the solution is for obviously putting the country back on the right track?
I think we need an overhaul of the political system, to be honest. I think reform are gaining a lot of ground, but I think a lot of it is protest votes. I think they've got to get some clear, decisive policies, to be honest.
Do you think that the solution for this is a political one?
I very much hope so, because if it's not going to be a political one, then I then think of what the alternative would be.